My alien roommate's first attempt at human reproduction. She couldn't resist. Zara had been living on Earth for 6 months now, sharing a small apartment with her human roommate Jake in downtown Portland. She was part of the Kalari species, tall and graceful with silver skin that shimmered like moonlight, and large violet eyes that seemed to hold ancient wisdom. Her people had come to Earth as refugees after their home planet was destroyed by a cosmic storm. Jake was a simple guy who worked at a local coffee shop. He had brown hair, kind eyes, and treated Zara like any normal roommate would. He helped her understand human customs, taught her slang, and never made her feel like an outsider. What he didn't know was that Zara had been studying him very carefully. The Kalari were a dying species. With their planet gone, only a few thousand remained scattered across different worlds. Their scientists had discovered that Kalari could potentially reproduce with certain compatible species, and humans seemed to be one of them. The process was complex and required deep emotional connection between partners. Zara had not planned to fall for her human roommate, but Jake's kindness and humor slowly won her heart. She found herself watching him make breakfast in the morning, laughing at his terrible jokes and feeling strange sensations she had never experienced before. Her people called it the bonding pull. One evening, while Jake was watching a movie on their old couch, Zara decided she could not hide her feelings any longer. She had done her research on human reproduction and courtship rituals. She understood the science behind what her body was telling her to do. Jake, she said, sitting beside him and turning off the television with her mind. Her species had mild telekinetic abilities that still amazed him. "Hey, I was watching that," he protested with a grin, but his expression changed when he saw how serious she looked. "I need to tell you something important," Zara said, her voice softer than usual. "My people are dying out. We need to find compatible partners to continue our species." Jake shifted uncomfortably. He had always found Zara attractive, but she was an alien. The whole situation felt complicated. "The thing is," Zara continued, "I have been studying you, watching you, learning about you, and I believe we are compatible." She reached out and touched his hand. The moment their skin made contact, Jake felt a warm, tingling sensation spread up his arm. Zara's eyes widened in surprise. "You felt that too," she whispered. "The connection is real." Jake pulled his hand back, confused and overwhelmed. "Zara, I don't understand what's happening. My species bonds for life," she explained. "When we find a compatible mate, our bodies know it instantly. That feeling you just experienced means we could create offspring together." Over the next few days, Jake found himself thinking about what Zara had told him. He noticed things he had never paid attention to before. The way she hummed while cooking, how she always made sure he had enough coffee in the morning, the careful way she listened when he talked about his day. Zara, meanwhile, was struggling with her own emotions. She had never expected to care so deeply for someone from another species. Her people had always been logical about reproduction, but with Jake it felt like so much more than duty to her species. One night, Jake found Zara sitting on their small balcony, looking up at the stars. He joined her, bringing 2 cups of hot chocolate. "Are you thinking about your home planet?" he asked. "I am thinking about my future," she replied. "And yours too." Jake was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "What would happen if we tried this reproduction thing you talked about? Would it hurt you?" Zara turned to look at him, her violet eyes reflecting the city lights below. "It would not hurt me, but it would change both of us forever. Kalari bonding is permanent. Once we connect that way, we would belong to each other completely. And if we had a child, the child would be special," Zara said. "Half human, half Kalari. They would have abilities from both species. They would be beautiful and strong." Jake reached over and took her hand again. This time he did not pull away from the warm, tingling sensation. "I have been thinking," he said. "You are not just my roommate anymore. You have become my best friend. Maybe something more." Zara felt her heart racing. In her culture, this was how bonding began, with friendship, trust, and mutual care. "Are you saying you want to try?" she asked. Jake nodded slowly. "I want to try. Not just for your species, but because I care about you, because I think I might be falling in love with you." Zara smiled, and her silver skin seemed to glow brighter. "In my culture, we have a saying, the heart knows its mate before the mind understands. I think my heart knew about you from the beginning." That night they sat together under the stars, talking about their hopes and fears. Zara explained more about Kalari reproduction, how it involved a deep mental and emotional connection as well as physical intimacy. Jake shared his concerns about being a good partner and potentially a good father to a half-alien child. As the weeks passed, their relationship deepened. They learned about each other's cultures, shared their dreams, and slowly began the bonding process that Zara's people required for successful reproduction. The first time they attempted the full bonding, Jake was amazed by what he experienced. He could feel Zara's emotions as if they were his own. He understood her memories of her lost homeworld, her fears about her species' survival, and her deep love for him. Zara, in turn, experienced Jake's simple but genuine nature, his loyalty, his humor, and his growing commitment to their relationship. She realized that love between species was not just possible, but could be even stronger than bonds within the same species. 3 months later, Zara discovered she was pregnant. The child would be the first human-Kalari hybrid, a symbol of hope for both species. Jake was nervous but excited about becoming a father. As Zara's pregnancy progressed, they faced challenges from both human and Kalari communities. Some humans feared the hybrid child, while some Kalari thought Zara should have chosen a partner from their own species. But Jake and Zara had found something rare and precious. They had found love that crossed the boundaries of species, planet, and culture. Their child would grow up knowing that love was the most powerful force in the universe, capable of creating new life and new hope even in the darkest times. Their story became an inspiration to other interspecies couples, proving that sometimes the best way to save a species was to open your heart to someone completely different from yourself.